everyone, I'm here with Absolute manager Josh Wright. And Josh, we spoke last week, you weren't happy, you must be a lot happy today with that.
Cool. I have to say, I thought each and every single one of them, in terms of my players, were absolutely immense today. How they carried out our tactics, because I've said this many a times, it's all good and well me as a manager and my assistant Kers and the staff setting up and asking them to do stuff, but they're the ones that have to carry it out, and the way they carried it out today was absolutely incredible. And we've come to a very tough place, a very good side. Jim McNulty's team's a very good team. They've got a great way of playing, but they can mix it, and we nullified them a lot. And it wasn't just a defensive performance where we come and sat behind the ball. Of course, Rochdale had their possession, but we really hurt them at times, and we got into some good areas, and we had some big chances. And I cannot be any more proud than what I am of them boys right now. I thought, in terms of my tenure that I've been here, there's been a few performances like that over especially more recent weeks, barring the last couple of games, or certainly the last game. But in terms of my time, I think that's the best we've been. I thought we were absolutely superb today.
Yeah, arguably you had the better chances as well, didn't you, especially in the second half?
Well, I've just said that. I think on another day, not just Franklin's, who, by the way, I want to go on record to say how good he was today. Franklin, like every single one of them, but he really, really was on his game today. And on another day, I've just said to him, having a bit of banter in the change room then, on another day and in training, that hits the back of the net all the time. But can't fault him because he was in the right area. It's a great ball, but it wasn't just him. There was 2 or 3 other big chances, not just from set plays, from open play, and then also little moments where we get into fantastic areas. We got forward with power today. We ran with power. We looked athletic. We looked sharp. We looked fit. The 2 new boys that come in, Aaron in the middle of the park, my God, what a performance from him. He really, really added to us. And then Joshy Pasley, in terms of the role that he played, obviously he blew up a little bit. He was absolutely superb with his power of his running, but there was moments we could have slipped him and 1 or 2 others which we didn't quite get, but I can't fault them. I cannot fault the boys because they were absolutely superb today.
Was that a Josh Wright style performance today?
Yeah, listen, I'm still new to it, but I think people can see and know what I'm about. And if people give me everything, because the way I've lived my life, if people give me everything in life, I can't fault them. And I've said that to them, whether it be on the ball, whether it be off the ball, and that's exactly what they've done. But that's us. That's how I want to be moving forward. That's, I wouldn't say style, but that's the platform, and that's the foundation of what we will be, Absolute United will be, and a team under Josh Wright will be. And we've shown it in a few games. We have shown it. I'm not going to stand here and name the games, but we've shown it in a few games. But that today was the real platform and the real level of where we have to build off.
Yeah, that's why I asked the question, because combative like yourself, wasn't it? Especially in midfield, like you say, it started from there really, knocking Rochdale off the rhythm.
Well, we did the basics right. So we got it right out of possession, but then we also got it right in possession. And you don't have to be too fancy. You don't have to be too flary. That will come. That will come in time when we start winning games and we start going on runs. But get the basics right. Get the basics right in football. Run hard. Work hard. Be solid. Smooth the ball out when you win the ball. Don't just give the ball away. Yeah. Smooth it out. Play when you can play. If it's got to go, and it's got to go into good areas, it's not just a long ball, it's a long pass. Put it into areas and ask questions of the opposition, whether it be turning them and you get a throw in or a corner from it, or where you get your striker or your running midfielder onto the ball. Ask questions and play smart. That's what I am about. Play smart, play with your heads and play intelligent. And that's exactly how the boys did today. Every single one of them played as if they were a fit 35-year-old with 500-600 games behind them, because they played with real experience but real smartness to them.
Clean sheet will do the back four and the goalkeeper a world of good as well, won't it?
Yeah, they deserve that, but what I would say is it's not. Listen, by the way, Cuzzo has been absolutely incredible, as he always has. The 3 centre-halves, the wing-backs, but that clean sheet's everyone. That clean sheet started from the top right the way to the back, and from the back right the way to the top. Every single one of them worked their socks off and gave it everything out of possession, and they all deserve that. The icing on the cake would have been the goal. We know that. Yeah. We know it's coming. We know on another day we're walking out of here now and getting on the bus with 3 points in the skip, and off we go. But we can't get too greedy. It's a platform, it's a big point, and it's something that we need to build on.
Yeah, no Luke O'Neill today. What's the reason behind that?
Luke, he's been struggling for a while. I don't mind saying it. He's been struggling with not just one issue, but 1 or 2 issues. And Luke is a warrior, and he's a proper professional that wants to give it everything. And sometimes he's probably a little bit too honest in terms of wanting to give it a go, and he's probably not right. And I think it's been quite clear to see that Luke's not been right. But Luke is a big part of what I want to do, and Luke's a type of character and the type of player that I need. But he's got a couple of issues that we're dealing with internally in terms of his physical state, with 1 or 2 injuries that have been lingering on him now for a long time, which we're going to work on to get them right. And the quicker we can get them right, the better it is for us as a football club.
Yeah, and it helps you can bring in the likes of Josh Pashley and like you say, Aaron today.
Listen, the pair of them were absolutely incredible. They were incredible, and listen, it's not just on them; it was the whole team performance. But as soon as they trained on their first day, I think it was on Tuesday now, me and my assistant Kurz, we both stood there and went, oh, they're going to improve us, because you could see it straight away in training. You could see it not just in their performance, but in their mindset, in their ways, the way they handle themselves. And I think you could see that on the pitch today. They really brought something to us. It lifted the other boys. The boys lifted them as well. It was a real collective. And the pair of them, just like every other player that played for us today, were top draw.
And finally, a word for the fans just over 50 here. I mean, it's easy for them to maybe give up, but they were still here getting behind you, weren't they?
We've just gone over and we just made a point. I wanted all the players to go right close to them and go over there, because that's the type of performance that our fans deserve. Proper football fans that travel up and down the country when it's been tough. We've suffered. Let's not deny it. We've suffered. Back end of last season, this season, we've suffered as a football club. And it hurts us and it hurts them deeply. And they're the type of performances that those fans deserve and those fans need, and I think they can see what we were about today. And that's a promise from me that every single time we step over the white line on a match day, I ask my team to give that, and they deserve it. Of course they deserve the 3 points. Would have been brilliant if they got it, but I'm sure they're happy with a point, and let's hope they can build on it. But fantastic support as always, best fans I've ever played under, and now that I'm managing, I can't thank them enough to keep coming out in their numbers, keep supporting us. It means so much to us, and they need to stick with us right the way to the end, because we're not giving up. We're continuing all the way, and we need them with us.
And a chance to push on next week back at the Cufflink.
Yeah, listen, it's a tough little run. We've obviously got a cup game midweek, which I can get some minutes into, boys. But then we've got a couple of tough games back to back at home. But we love being at home. We love it with our own fans, and nothing better on a Saturday afternoon playing in front of your own fans. So we're looking forward to getting back home after being on the road with couple of long journeys and stays away. So that'll be good, but we have to build on this now and hopefully take another positive performance into next week.
Brill. Cheers, Josh.
Thank you.
Nice
Cheers.
one. Thank you. Cheers.